Hello and welcome to my Let's Play of Star Trek Online on the PS4. I'm the Big B82 and this is part 28 of my Discovery Starfleet Science Officer. We're about to undertake the second mission in the Spectres Side Arc, where we're going to go and investigate Drozana Station and meet with an operative that Franklin Drake has on the station. So because it's a side quest mission, I'm going to hail him from here, and then we'll go into incoming hails, and then we will hail him and we'll get this show on the road. Okay, so he's not going to speak. Well, that's a bit annoying because you have heard him speak before, so I guess Franklin Drake has decided to take the proverbial cat has got his tongue. Okay, I need your assistance with a rather delicate situation. We have an intelligent operative undercover on Drozana Station. Her astute observations have given us an edge. The edge in several critical engagements in the neutral zone. 22 hours ago, this operative activated an emergency subspace beacon. Zamara would only contact me in this manner if she was about to be discovered by an enemy or her life was in danger. I am understandably concerned. I need you to go to Drozana and find Zamir and assist her. Take her to safety if you have to, but don't blow her cover. If you go in there with weapons blazing, you may get her killed. I've assessed your logs, and it's quite some time since you've had some short leave. I suggest you visit Drozana for some downtime.
Until next time.
See, I knew he was going to speak. Okay, so let's visit the Drozana Station. Time for the cheesiness. So, Captain's log. Captain's log, Stardate 86340.03. The Devidians are operating in the neutral zone and are a major threat. Drake has requested we meet with an operative on the Drozana Station. Of course, it's all hush-hush, top secret. Right, I was on the station. Rarely visited these days.
Welcome to Drozana. You're cleared for docking. We have everything you need for shore leave, and a few things that you didn't even know you wanted. Shopping, drinking, dining, entertainment. You'll find it all here. And don't forget the 77th rule of acquisition. If you break it, I'll charge you for it.
Stuck at the station, yes. Ferengi. Oh, he actually means that, by the way. Don't underestimate a Ferengi's need for greed and profit. Okay, so we're only going to be popping here to Drozana Station and then go to K7. It's a pretty short and sweet mission, so I'm not sure where we should start, but intelligence shows that Belen is the Ferengi to talk to if you're looking for information. He's a bartender, so we should look for him from the lounge area. So the Drozana Station is another social zone, and it is on the far end of the set of sector space. In all comparisons, really. All the stuff here you got there, and up there
it's
is
your
the
Comet Cocktails. 4.7% discount for the next 3 minutes.
So up there is the Lobby store. Okay, so let's speak with Belen.
Welcome to Drozana Station, the home of the finest libations and pleasures this side of Rex. Care to hear about today's specials? Have you tried the Comet Cocktail? It's out of this world.
Tell me about your specials.
You've arrived at the right time. It's almost the day of the comet. Griffin's Comet is going to pass close enough to the station to frost the viewports. And this is the only place in the sector where you can celebrate in style. We've got Comet cocktails in keepsake glasses, Comet trail mix, Comet ice cream cores in 47 flavors. So relax, enjoy the games, have a drink, and pick up some souvenirs for your crew. You'll probably want to send a few trinkets back home to let the folks know that you were at Drozana Station when the comet arrived. Good deals and good times. You'll find it all on Drozana Station.
Tell me about the comet.
A crew from a Vulcan science vessel visited here a week ago, and they told me that Griffin's Comet has a wide elliptical orbit. The last time it was in this area was in 2262. And it won't be back again until 2556. And by then, I'm sure that this crazy war will be over and Drozana Station will be the premier space entertainment venue in the entire galaxy. It looks like your standard ball of ice and rock to me, but the science geeks are all excited about it. They say it's giving off triolic energy and that it has a high variance of chronoton particles, whatever that means. Me, I see opportunity. Starting now, Days of the Comet. Join in on all the fun for just a few credits. There's no better place for a good deal and a good time than Drozana Station. Good deals and good times. You'll find it all on Drozana Station.
Tell me about this station.
We've got everything a brave Starfleet officer like yourself could want. There's access to shopping, subspace message stations, a few quality vendors, drinks, dancing, and Dabo. That Lita hologram is really something. Makes me want to get a handful of her pixels, if you know what I mean. My partners and I took this place over a few months ago. It was an abandoned piece of space junk then, but with some hard work and careful financial planning, we will make it a pleasure destination to rival Ryza or Casperia Prime. Good deals and good times. You'll find it all on Drozana Station.
Abandoned? Who built this station?
Humans, I think. But history has never been my thing. The present is where the Latinum is. I know the station was built in the mid-23rd century and served as a trading post and supply station for colony ships and military vessels. Then the House of Duras owned it for a while, but they gave it up in the 2370s. It was empty until my partners and I arrived. Do you know we had to spend 3 weeks scrubbing bloodwine stains off the decks? Between that, the globfly infestation, and voles in the computer circuitry, it's a wonder that we ever opened our doors for business. Good deals and good times. You'll find it all on Drozana Station.
I'm looking for someone.
Aren't we all? Me? I want a leggy Vulcan with a liberal attitude toward interspecies relations. So, are you looking for someone in particular, or just some company?
Her name is Amira. Do you know her?
Oh yeah, I know Samara. Maybe she's been here recently, and maybe she hasn't. My memory is kind of hazy.
If you do the top one, then instant fail on the mission, so perhaps we could come to some sort of agreement?
Yeah, I'm sure we can. In fact, I feel my memory clearing up already. I tell you what, I know you Starfleet types aren't big on Latin, but what you do have are skills and a willingness to get your hands dirty. That's what I need right now. Our replicators are on the fritz. Maybe it's the whole power system, because the lights are going wonky too. But a little blue mood lighting isn't as big a problem for me as unfilled drink orders. Go to the cargo bay and get my replicators working. By the time you're done, I'm sure I will have remembered where I last saw Zamara.
Okay. So to the cargo bays. I walked past the Lobby Consortium though. And there they are. That's the Lobby Consortium. Hello. The cargo bay, here we are. I'll run a diagnostic on the to scan the station's replicators. Input request. Run diagnostics on replicators. Action unavailable. Replicators are offline due to the diminished function of the electroplasma distribution network. Run a diagnostic on the electroplasma distribution network. 30% drop in power reported on Deck 1. Replicators are offline until power fluctuations are repaired. What is the cause of the loss of power on Deck 1? Unknown. What must be done to restore power to Deck 1? Power must be rerouted through the systems to relieve the strain on the EPS conduits. The following systems are available for this process: holoswitch, gravity control, replicators, environmental controls, defense grid. 6 connections are required to stabilize the power grid. Our engineering team. Contacting the Galileo. Captain, the biggest problem you're going to have is repairing anything on that station is the age of the systems and the general lack of maintenance. Drozana was built in the mid-23rd century. Many of the systems on that station haven't had a major update in more than a century. So you're dealing with an EPS system that just can't handle the strain of running modern equipment like replicators. I did some digging in our database and found a log made by a Starfleet Corps of Engineer officer who visited the station in the early 24th century and made repairs on the EPS systems. The log says that you need to regulate the power flow by routing it through various subsystems. It looks like you're going to be using those systems as an ancient circuit breakers. What do you suggest? First thing you should try is scanning some of the damaged systems and power couplings on the cargo bay. You should learn more about how to properly realign the relays. Okay. So let's scan the power connection network. When you find a snarl of wires and cables that look like they have been chewed by voles, you realise it's not every system may need to be used as a successful reroute. Some systems may have more than one connection. The Ferengi operating Drozana Station have made a replicator functions their top priority. The replicators are now tied into every available system, including life support. Stop with the connection in the replicators or power connection will fail. It looks like someone used an outdated power coupling to connect gravity control to the main power feed. It must have been an emergency fix, but there has been here so long that the coupling is fused and cannot be removed. Gravity control can connect to the environmental control and the defense grid, but not the replicators. Holoswitch have a separate environmental control system, so they can be finely tuned for temperature conditions appropriate to various scenarios that are running at any given time. Environmental controls cannot be connected to the holoswitch. Benham found a way to keep the station's ancient bar coolers working by connecting the cooling system to the replicators. Unless the connection is maintained, all the refrigeration units will go offline. Replicators must be connected to the environmental controls. The EPS relays on the station are a maze of shunts and relays with patches going between unrelated systems and even to power cells that are being used to boost flow to the critical areas. 6 connections are required to stabilise the power grid. There is a shunt that is slowly diverting energy from the station's power cord to hollow emitters installed in some of the lower levels of the station. You'll need to compensate for the energy drain to restore replicator functions. Connection must end with the system to which you are attempting to restore power. The Klingons who ran the station in the early 24th century made significant improvements to the station's shields and added turreted weapons. while it made the station more defensible, it also increased the amount of energy needed to keep the station's defense grid operational. The fourth connection must be to the defense grid. Okay. So, what is the trick? Right, so what we need to do. Hello, Garnato. First thing, we go reroute the power to the replicators. Then, environmental controls. Then, gravity control. Then the defense grid. Then back to environmental controls. And then back to the replicators. Yep. Done. Back to Belen.
Get your Comet cocktails! 4.7% discount for the next 3 minutes. Welcome to Drozana Station, the home of the finest libations and pleasures this side of Rex. Care to hear about today's special? Have you tried the Comet cocktail? It's out of this world.
What's wrong with the lights?
How should I know? I'm a bartender, not an engineer. The lights started going crazy a few days ago, which was terrible timing. We're getting more business than normal because of the comet, and the last thing I need is a critical systems failure. The 193rd rule of acquisition says that trouble comes in threes. The lights, the replicators, what's next? Good deals and good times. You'll find it all on Drozana Station.
Have you seen anything strange around here?
It's nothing. Old station, bad lighting. Maybe your eyes were playing tricks on you. How long has it been since you had a physical? But it's probably nothing. No, I'm sure it's nothing. Don't worry about them. Good deals and good times. You'll find it all on Drozana Station.
Your replicators are working?
They are, and I am exceedingly pleased by your generous offer to repair them for no compensation. I can't let you go away empty-handed, though. How about I give you a 15% discount on drinks and souvenirs for an amount of time to be determined by management?
We had a deal with replicators for information about Zamora.
Fine. A deal's a deal, right? Never let it be said that I'll cheat a valued customer like yourself. Personally, I don't know why you're so interested in her. She's a looker, but just try talking to her. She's more paranoid than an Obsidian Order agent in a room full of Tal Shiar. Zamara usually hangs out near the Dabo tables. Keep an eye out for a looker wearing purple. You can't miss her. Good.
Thank you. So, Samara is over here.
Be careful. They're watching. I'm not in the mood for a chat right now, thanks.
They who?
Shh. Keep your voice down. I'm being watched. I've seen too many familiar faces in the crowd, and there are shadows. Watchers in the dark. I see them out of the corner of my eye when they think I'm not looking, but I'm always looking. When the lights change, there they are. Watch yourself. They're everywhere.
I was sent to help you.
You weren't sent to help me. You were sent to watch me. Drake needs me to keep feeding information to Starfleet intelligence. The Klingons come here and they drink and they talk. It's amazing the bits of information you can pick up around a Dabo table. Everything, even the smallest detail, is important. Captain Gerard was in here last week. He ordered blood wine, an entire bottle of the 2309 vintage, to be exact.
Good
That
year.
business with the House of Torg must have upset him more than we knew. When Gerard's happy, he drinks Warnog. Watch yourself. They're everywhere.
Tell me what happened with the House of Talk.
Torg was on the High Council until he made a play to destroy the House of Martok. He was partially successful. Maven, son of Drex, is dead. The house has no heir, unless Drex takes a new mate and fathers a new son. But Martok's widow is wise. Her son, Drex, was off fighting in the war, so Lady Sorella called in KDF officers to defend her house. They exposed Torg's treachery, and Jempok was forced to discommendate him. As to why that would make Gerard unhappy? Torg raised Gerard after his mother died. Now he is an outcast, and his house has fallen. Gerard cannot speak to him without losing his own honor.
Gerard is son of... he's the son of... can't remember one of the Jura sisters.
Watch yourself. They're everywhere.
What can I do to help you?
Find out who's watching me. I'm not safe here. The Klingons are looking for me. They know someone has been feeding intelligence to Starfleet. Ghosts are always watching. Their eyes are hungry. Yesterday, they surrounded a drunken Klingon. Now he's dead. They will find me when the blue light shines, and then I'll disappear.
I know what the ghosts are.
How could you know that? You may think you know. You may even have readings in your tricorder that you think are right, but you don't know. How could you know? I'm here every day. They watch me, and I watch them.
I can take you someplace safe.
No, they're everywhere. They're watching. You've been here too long. Someone will notice that we're together. Go do something else. Play Dabo. I'll contact you when I'm ready. When it's safe. What?
Jesus Christ, she definitely is more paranoid than an Obsidian Order agent within there. Right, let's play Dabo, my favourite game.
Spin the wheel and win. Dabo makes the universe go round. Dabo! Dabo!
Was that a...
Close enough. I couldn't wait for you to get that lucky. We would have been here all night. Round and round it goes. Psst. Samara wants me to give you a message. She wants you to know, if you're interested in finding out what's really going on here at Drozana Station, you need to check out the lower levels. I have an access code for you that will get you past the security doors. If you want to talk with her again, I suggest you collect your winnings and catch her before she leaves.
I'm not in the mood for a chat right now, thanks.
Are you ready to talk now?
You don't need to worry about me. I'm going to leave this place to the ghosts. They seem to belong here more than we do. I've booked passage on a ship. You don't need to know which one. Just tell Drake. He'll keep getting his intel, one way or another. Good luck. You're going to need it. Watch.
Captain, there were Devidians on in the Dontu system. Now you found evidence of them again on the Drozana Station. Obviously they're using the neutral zone as some sort of feeding ground, and that puts dozens of worlds at risk. Requested sensor data from ships closest to the comet current locations for analysis, but only half of our problem. If properties of the comet are somehow easing the Deviants' entry into this area of space, we must stop them. Recommendations? The closest research facility is Deep Space K7. I recommend that we consult the team there. From one dead station to another dead station.
Welcome to just...
K7 was the station you came to when you wanted to do PvP. Since they moved PvP into its own menu nowadays, you don't really need to come down to K7. Also used to house its commanding officer actually is what's her name from Voyager, little kid, can't remember her name. I'm sure it'll come to me. Okay, 7. Who's in command here? Oh no. Go to the admin office. Naomi Warman. Yeah. Naomi Warman from Voyager. Icheb was here, but he's been erased thanks to Picard. So, Icheb was the PvP person you reported to when you went to do PvP. He's been replaced by someone else. She will mention Icheb though, which is funny. That was Icheb's position. So we've got to go down to the lab and speak with Lieutenant Commander Caballot.
How can I help you?
Tell me about yourself.
I grew up on trading ships, making supply runs in the bowling sector. It was exciting, but it was crazy too. I never knew where I was going to be, or if my parents were going to have enough latinum to keep the ship flying. Then there was that time with the Orion pirates, and let's just say it wasn't the best environment for a child. All I've ever wanted was stability. I used to envy the kids on the colony worlds we served. For a while, I even thought about becoming a farmer. I wanted to wake up at the same time every day, go to the same job every day, even eat the same food most days. I like working on a starbase. It has a little bit of unpredictability, but every night my quarters are there waiting for me, and they're always in the same place. Good luck, and stay safe.
Do you know Franklin Drake?
I have had dealings with him in the past. I think he's some sort of military strategist. He visits here from time to time, although Commander Wildman is never too thrilled to see him. He's always treated me well, though, so I don't have any reason to dislike him. Good luck, and stay safe.
What has Franklin Drake asked you to do?
Mostly he wants updates on our research projects. Last week he was asking me all sorts of questions about the synchronic distortion prototype rifle. We work with prototypes of new equipment here. I'll bang on something for months to find out all of its advantages and problems before it's sent into the field to be used by Starfleet. Even then, it takes years or more of testing and iteration before something becomes standard fleet issue. And most equipment never makes it that far. There are hundreds of inventions that just don't work, or they don't work the way we want them to. Those failures are then broken down and their components are recycled. We have to keep everything secure. If the Romulans or the Klingons got their hands on what we are working on here, they could learn a lot about our technology.
I'm sure the Romulans don't care.
And stay safe.
Tell me about the synchronic distortion prototype rifle.
That was a complete disaster. The basic design came out of Memory Alpha, and it was intended to detect and damage cloaked opponents. Someone there got an idea that the Romulans were developing personal cloaking devices, even though the power needs of something like that would be incredible. I recommended against sending it to field testing, but it went anyway. The crew on the USS DeWitt had some luck in modifying one for use as a hand weapon, but their prototype was destroyed when the ship was lost in the neutral zone. I hadn't thought about it again until Drake asked about it. Good luck, and stay safe.
There are Devidians in the neutral zone.
So that explains why Drake was interested in the prototype. It was a complete failure at detecting polarization cloaks. But if I added a phase modulator and reversed the polarity, these modifications should be no problem. And when I'm done, this beam will pack quite a punch against phase-shifted Devidians. I'll forward the weapon on to Drake as soon as I'm done. Be careful. The Devidians won't stop. I'm afraid we'll have to be ready to fight. Good.
Captain, we've done what we can for Zamara. We have the information we need about the Deviants, and Lieutenant Capello is working on a weapon that we can use to fight them. I suggest we report back to Drake and see what he has to say. He's never been forthcoming with his information, but the more we know about him and his operations, the more we'll learn about Section 31. Are you ready to leave the system? I am. Not now. We're leaving. We're leaving. Okay, let's report to Franklin Drake.
Good work. Zamara may think she has slipped my noose, but I always have ways of keeping tabs on her. I take special care to know all about people in whom I have an interest. But you already know that, don't you? The ghosts that Zamara mentioned concern me, however. You already encountered Devidians once. It's likely they're on Drozana Station as well. And I won't let them use Federation citizens as food. Lieutenant Calapo has completed work on the synchronic distortion prototype rifle. It should help you when you're ready to enter the lower levels of Drozana. Drake out.
Yes, the lower levels of Drozana. So we need to take that with us.
Until next time.
Yes, until next time, let's go head over to Drozana and we'll finish it up. So that is the end of part 28. When we return in part 29, we'll be doing the spookiest mission on the game. What lies beneath? We'll be heading to the lower depths of the Drozana Station. Until then, I'm Devidian 82. Please subscribe, comments are welcome, and I appreciate any thumbs up as well. And I will see you in part 29. What lies beneath? Ciao for now.